Hi, my name is Alan Rudlin. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and I want to talk to you about using experts. Specifically, how do you find experts, and then what do you look for when you're selecting an expert? The first point is decide whether you're looking for a consulting expert or a testifying expert. Is this someone that you're going to use to help you shape your case, but not necessarily put in front of the jury? It's a different kind of person, so make that distinction. Secondly, what you want to do is go to the literature, and whatever the area of discipline is, there are all kind of publications out there. There are articles, there are books, there are treatises. Do a little research in that area. Find out who's writing the articles and what articles are relevant to your subject area, and then follow up with those authors. They'll know who the knowledgeable people are in the area. Third way to find experts, ask your colleagues. The ABA litigation section, for example, has a wealth of resources. Trial lawyers there have been involved in any kind of case you've been involved in. See who they've used. And then finally, if you're trying a case in a distant venue or in your hometown, there's a preference, I think, that jurors have in hearing someone local. There's a credibility there. So see if you can find from the local, whatever the group is, engineers, medicine, whatever, who they would consider to be someone that's knowledgeable in the area and would be a good witness. Now that's how to look for the kind of expert that you want. But when you're selecting an expert, what qualities are you looking for? And I think it boils down to about 4 different qualities. The first, and this is critical, do they have credibility? Do they have presence? Is this someone that jurors will believe, they'll trust, who can be a teacher without being condescending to them? The second thing that you want is availability. This person can be the greatest teacher in the world, they can have the highest credentials in the world, but if they don't have time to work with you to get ready for your trial, they're worthless to you. The third thing that you're looking for is someone that is able to be an explainer of complex matters in a simple way. It's hard for very, very learned people to do that, but you need to be able to make sure that they understand that if they can't explain this to someone who's in middle school, then it's not going to be something that the jury understands. I mentioned you want to try and find someone who's local, if you can. And then finally, what you want to do is look for someone that has specific experience in the area that you're talking about, but don't worry about have they had experience testifying before. Some of the best experts I've ever used have never testified before. The best example I can think of is we were involved in a toxic tort case, and we needed an expert in a very unusual form of cancer. And there was a local doctor at a very well-recognized institution. He was Pakistani. He spoke with a clipped British accent. He'd never testified before. He had the plaintiff's opposing counsel, who was a terrific trial lawyer, all in shambles with the jury, laughing at the opposing counsel on cross-examination because of how good he was on the stand. So don't be afraid of novices when you're using experts.